Gardner.
Oh, perfect. Exactly the person I was about to go look for.
Oh.
What?
What does that mean? What does that entail? What do you want from me?
Nothing that serious. What did you need?
I just was, walking around. I haven't seen you in a while. I was out last week and the week before, so I haven't seen you in a while. Just hi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hi. I'm here. I'm chilling as well as we can be. I wanted to actually help you. Jesus Christ. I actually want to ask you for a favor.
No.
You haven't even let me finish my sentence. Unbelievable. So now I know that Laura's birthday just passed. I know she didn't want a party. I know she didn't want anything, but like, what if we made a cake? Just a cake. Not a big deal. I know you like baking.
You're lucky that I came here with that exact purpose.
Really?
I have the materials on me.
Yes! Alright, come on.
Alright. I'll make the cake. Get out of my way. Move.
In my own kitchen. Unbelievable. Alright.
Okay, fine. I'll go to the corner. Do you want
to? No. The point is to work on this together. Bonding activity.
Bonding schmonding. Here's sugar, milk, eggs, and also wheat.
Excellent. Thank you. Oh my god. So much.
Your fridge is empty. God, such a man.
No, I just literally haven't bothered to go up and restock it yet. It's been like 20 minutes.
Unbelievable. Ugh.
Bruh, don't unbelievable me.
He's in my house, by the way.
Oh, really? How's that going?
She was just working on some stuff. What do you mean?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you meant just chilling there, or if she actually moved stuff in there.
She moved her shoe that she left last time.
Yeah. All right, sure. Okay.
Did you need wood for her table?
No, I got it.
Okay.
So, how have you been? Fair enough. Fair enough.
I've been fine.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Yeah, about the same. What the fuck?
Are you having performance anxiety?
No, I'm not having performance anxiety. It's the fucking Croptopia milk bottles.
Do you need the Farmer's Delight ones?
I don't know, actually. Why is this not working?
It's not that hard to make a cake.
I know it's not that hard. The recipe, this stupid fucking mod pack literally won't let me.
Wow, I made a cake.
Great job! I fucking hate it.
I'm very talented, I know.
You're so talented. Thank you for your help.
It wasn't that hard.
I know it wasn't that hard.
There. Men are
Anyway.
capable of a lot of things.
No, I think it's just the fatigue getting to me, if I'm gonna be so honest.
You do look terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you see these dark circles?
Gross.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Well, Flora's over there.
Go. Cool. Let's go bother her. Let's go bother Flora.
She's not gonna like it.
I know. But like, if she's working, then she also deserves a little treat.
Flawless logic. Sure.
Thank you. I know. Hell, you know what? We've all been doing shit. Maybe we all deserve a little treat. Maybe this was just secretly a ploy to get you to make all of us some cake.
I'm working for my treat.
No. It was a joke.
Okay. Knock knock.
Laura!
What?
Are you busy?
No, I almost fell asleep. Just sitting here.
Sounds like you need a sugar boost. Ba-dum.
Is this a birthday cake?
It doesn't have to be a birthday cake, but it is a cake relatively around your birthday.
My birthday was last week. Did you make me a cake, a birthday cake? Even when I asked for nothing?
Maybe. It's just a cake.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you for the cake, both of you.
Yippee!
I'm not hungry right now, but I appreciate it. I'll just
hop
around until I
You want
am.
some help?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure, thanks.
And you two are the candles.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Yep. Now I can eat it.
Yeah. Don't worry. There's no cheesy singing.
Thank you. I
There's
appreciate
just
that.
No. There is just cake.
Alright, I'll take it as a... What day is it? Fuck, I actually don't know. Wait, I've been awake for a while, haven't I?
Yes.
It's
Monday?
It's Monday.
Monday.
I got here on Saturday. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright, it's fine.
Maybe we need more than cake. We'll worry about that later.
It's fine.
I have fish and chips.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I have 850 eggs.
Also not bad. I have about 500.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's good protein.
Yeah.
Other foods like exist in the world. You guys could
Yeah.
Whatever. No.
It's the easiest.
No.
You
No.
know it.
No.
Listen, that when I
want no
cook,
part
that
of
is
this.
purely for my enjoyment. I'll do that later.
You know it's the easiest, and plus I have so many of them. I'm just eating away through them.
Or whatever. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Actually,
Like I do make other food for myself. It's just I'll
Yeah, I never
It's-
know, okay? Like, Jukebox just, like, only eats yam jam in front of me. I know they have to eat other food, but they make it a point to only eat yam jam in front of me.
maybe they do just eat yam jam.
I mean, I know
can't be
Jukebox
right.
also eats iron, so like they must just be really committed.
Yam jam and iron is a pretty good combination.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't.
I mean, yam jam on iron, sure. It's a good snack, but like that's not sustainable.
I'm tired already. I'm tired already. Did you want
So am
to
I.
do something today, or can I already like go home and go to bed?
We are in your house right now currently.
That's so correct. Bye.
Alright, back to work for me.
Well, shit. Alright.
My room. I missed my room.
Actually,
Okay.
wait, Kai. Kai?
What?
Should I head out?
No, wait, Kai.
What?
We should probably have that talk with, Hellmouth.
Oh right. The talk or whatever.
Well, not the
he's
talk.
sleepy.
You're like in your
Well,
30s, but yeah.
No,
a
I'm not
talk.
saying like that the talk, but I figured it
You
was
know
serious
about the
enough to
birds
give
and
it a
bees?
the. Yes,
to know.
anyway.
We should probably. I mean, we said he'd be first.
First?
I am.
Okay, one second. One second. Come upstairs. First of all, first of all, that was such a lie. I know you do. Second of all, we both agreed he'd be the most rational.
Yeah, but that was until I saw his face again and he pissed me off.
How did he piss you off?
Just like looked a certain way and I got mad.
Okay, well, right now it's only us, M, and Spark that knows anything. So like,
Fine.
okay, thank you.
Well.
Yeah, Laura, well.
Oh, God, are you fucking serious? No. We have something to talk about with you. Regarding M. Kai, for fuck's sake, help me out here.
No, You know, maybe it would probably be better to have this conversation somewhere else.
You don't like this house? That's crazy. I don't think he likes your house.
No!
On two hands.
Hey, your house is lovely. This is not about your house. This is the fact that you're fucking anything and everything.
This much I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know if this will this will work, but maybe if we go farther, it will not travel as far? I don't fucking know how the thought shit works.
Well, there must be a proximity. You would think there's a proximity, yeah? To like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All that I know is that, like, it's based on intensity of thought. But I would assume that proximity plays into it. Maybe. Hopefully.
I would think so, right? Yeah. Why not? Okay, well, anyways, you want to go somewhere more, like how far? Or how far are we talking?
Well, do you guys each have pocket wormholes?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Give me 1 second.
You think he's taking us to get murdered?
Probably.
Be embarrassing to die to Hellmouth, though. I don't really want that ending.
I don't know. I think I really think you'd be fine in that regard.
He
I think it'd be totally cool.
He knows about all that, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you know?
He asked About how I found out?
Were you two talking about me behind my back?
Okay, I'm back. Huh? Anyway,
We'll talk about this later.
yeah, take out your pocket wormholes. It should be public. Enter in the third circle.
Where's the first and second one?
They don't exist. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh my god!
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I forgot to warn you you needed your sunglasses. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, it burns!
I don't even mind. I don't even mind light, but holy fuck, Gardner.
No,
oh my
I forgot you
God.
were light sensitive. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
I feel like I just got flashbanged.
Shit. I knew I forgot something. Well,
I'll just close my eyes.
Do you know your sunglasses?
No one warned me about needing my sunglasses.
God.
go get them and come back.
Just fine. I'll just walk forward. Am I going the right way?
Yeah,
you're going the right way.
You're going the right way.
All right. Well, if you the floor is probably a
this
little
is-
less awful.
Yeah, this is a little less bright.
Oh my god.
Anyway, sorry. A lot of the artificial light is because we are in fact super underground. Anyway,
Oh.
this is the third circle.
Is that a fucking H&M on the wall?
Yeah, that wasn't my idea. Anyway,
Are you that fucking tacky?
Well,
Hello?
Well, we
That
know who lives
wasn't
here.
my idea.
At least we know who lives here.
yeah,
Oh
it's me.
my god.
Anyway,
HM.
yup. That is me. Anyway, this is where I have been operating and if we weren't such good friends, you would never know about this. But this is where I've been operating since like my early days. Okay.
HM.
Yeah, that was
Swore I've got to.
the
Do you
Yeah,
secretly
the,
collaborate with them?
no, the emblem thing is very recent and also not my idea. You can thank my head of security for that one.
Mm.
So let's see. This should be the
Oh.
right.
Oh.
I'm just gonna take you around, but I feel like anywhere in here has got to be at least a little bit more secure because we are very far from the facility. Oh,
Word.
I found a problem with your security.
I forgot.
Well, it
I
only
forgot
matters
to
with
open-
you, and you're already welcome in here.
I forgot to open the other hatch. I apologize.
Well,
Anyway, onward.
There's a lot of lava on the ceiling.
That's because a lot of our energy is thermal generation. I did start converting over to solar, but you know, it's a pain in the ass to get the cables that far up.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's my
Oh,
own
wow.
nightmare tech cave where a lot of nonsense happens.
I see.
Let's see. Office. And then we do technically have like a library.
There, go. Your office?
Yes.
do you have any secrets in the drawers?
None that I'm going to tell you about.
But some I'm going to find.
Cookies.
Man.
What?
Yeah,
What's
feel
wrong
free
with
to take
them?
one.
Tasty.
Hmm.
The giant lava wall is a lot, and so is the fire rug.
Yeah,
These are oatmeal raisin. You like oatmeal raisin?
I like all cookies.
I see.
Seems like an
I don't remember. They get switched out every so often. I'm not really.
How far out are we?
Don't worry about it.
Sure. Whatever.
So yeah, and this is our archives, which is pretty much
Ooh.
like records of all of our work, any stuff that we collect about. Yeah,
Nice.
sorry.
We go
I'm
into
like
a time machine in the year 1973.
No.
Who picked up the wallpaper?
I think it was Holly. I don't remember. I think it was either me or her or both. Keep in mind that this was all done like a good 10, 11 years ago.
You know, this is the first murder bunker I've been in with carpet.
Well, it's a library.
I don't think I don't think it's a murder bunker, I will say.
It's not a murder bunker. No.
Like, if it's a murder bunker, like, does the person typically give you a tour of the murder bunker before killing you?
You never know.
It's a really
I mean, if I was a real sick, twisted motherfucker, then sure, but like, no. This is just because I figure you guys are going to run around and poke at everything anyway, so I might as well show you where the important shit is.
Very well.
Yes, exactly. And then down that way is like the living area, but we don't need to worry about that. Fuck it. And we don't need to worry about that, knowing exactly what is going to happen here. Oh yeah, and the storage. Let's see. Is it this key? Right. Right. But yes, all the important shit, food, weapons, / merchandise,
Merchandise?
materials. Well, yeah, part of what we do here is selling weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping for like a Hellmouth t-shirt or something.
Oh my god, do you have a gift shop?
No, I meant merchandise as in like selling weapons and materials and shit to other villains. I did not mean t-shirts.
Damn, it was
Sorry.
Cool. You had a gift shop? I wish you had a gift shop.
You think you'd make a good bobblehead?
Yeah.
To, like, throw around?
Yeah.
I will take that note and I will find someone who will run with it.
Hell yeah.
Anyway. This is basically the residential area, which again, not a murder area.
It's comfy.
Yeah. Where the fuck did SB go?
I don't know.
Somebody robbed your vault.
Oh.
It was me.
Okay.
Oh, this is your room.
Yeah.
It's very similar looking to your room in the facility.
Yeah, I had a whole tweak out about it when, like, I first got in. Which was how I found out a little bit about how M's powers work in the first place, because if they didn't explain it to me, it would have ended really badly for everyone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That was essentially how I learned that M was able to read minds, or at the very least read thoughts, because there was literally no other way that they would have known about any of this.
Mm-hmm.
Having fun up there?
Are you jumping on Garner's bed?
It is comfy. I really don't blame him.
Very bouncy bed.
It is, yeah.
Look, God forbid I have a little bit of fun around here.
I bounced with you now, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't. I was just like, yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Anyways. Let's see, is she... Nope, this is just an extra little guest room.
Hmm.
Where the fuck is she? Is she not in right now? No. Okay. She's probably down at the forge.
Oh, Holly?
Yup. Anyway. Fucking make yourselves at home, grab drink, grab cookies, and we can have this conversation that you've both been alluding to.
Very homey.
It is very homey.
Well, that's the thing. As much as, you know, the problem with being in hiding for so long is that it drives you a little fucking insane, so it's like, I might as well make it look livable, you know?
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how we should start this.
Well, Alright, I'm out of juice. Now I can actually start.
Alright.
Sure.
Well, actually, I'll start with something, actually, that kind of freaked me out a little.
Freaked you out. Oh, great.
Yeah. When was the last time you talked to Dippin' Dots?
Oh, they told you about that. It has been a while. That's not good, is it?
No. I was talking to M again, and you know how M is, but how they don't like talking about things that are obviously wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
M, there's something. Okay, I can't keep saying if this is true, and assuming that they're probably lying to me. I'm just gonna have to start assuming that they're telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So M has no idea what's going on with them.
Right.
Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, force of habit. M has no idea what's going on with them. And there's something growing on them. Out of them?
Like, yeah, I don't know. You said it was something on their back, right?
Like a weird pulsating tumor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I think at this point it is safe to just straight up assume that they have no idea what's going on, given that we have no idea what's going on.
I mean, we kind of have more of an idea, I guess.
Yeah, or rather that, like, the fact that they can't tell us.
Yeah.
Or they're not willing to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so, like, weird fucking tumor.
They were really, really hungry last I saw them. No, the time before that, when it was you and me and we had to hide things from Jukebox.
Yeah, it was that.
Okay. Like, for anything in particular or just anything?
Just starving.
Just hungry and not satiated no matter what we do.
So,
we give
edible,
food.
inedible?
I only fed them edible things, but
yeah,
sure, if we tried, they might have just scarfed down our swords if we weren't careful.
Sure.
We fought the lich with them as well that day.
Okay.
Because
they were freaked out.
Yeah, it wanted to, and we went, but yeah, and was pretty freaked out by it.
Huh. Well, yeah.
They also went weirdly quiet about it too.
There was also an incident with Spark that wasn't fun.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, naturally, the follow-up question is, can I ask what happened?
We were down in my tech cave, you know, just I was working on getting some fusion coils and getting all of the materials for it, and Spark was back from like a long trip.
Okay.
And they came down, and M was also around, and they were acting really weird. And I went to go check, and the door to the garden was open. And M was inside. And normally whenever we go down there, the door shuts behind them. I know, I've seen it 1,000 times. But like
Okay.
this time the door was open, like I couldn't go in. None of us could, but we were able to like step down the hallway.
Yeah,
None
and
of us could close the door.
we usually can't see it. It only Kai can see it, M can see it.
Yeah.
Gaia.
But yeah. When me and Spark went to go check it out, I asked if they were trying to lock themselves in, and I didn't really receive an answer to that.
Okay.
The area around their house is being drained of color.
1 second. Hang on, I'm just trying to finish writing this down.
You're taking this surprisingly well, or maybe he's just a little bit too focused on writing to really take it all in.
We
a
haven't
little bit of both.
haven't really said the big thing.
Oh, great. I'm sorry. Drained of color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was it.
Well,
Okay. When I... This one, I didn't know that, like, they're... First of all, they have a house?
yeah.
Okay. I assume somewhere near the facility, and I should never bothered with it.
Very close. In the village that's up by the bridge. Not the bridge that leads to where like the library is, the other bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
To the village.
The other bridge, that's... Yeah, I don't really bother going there that much. That makes sense.
Nobody does. Their house has just been there this whole time.
Okay. Well, that
Well, it
does
was
feel
their
better
house.
than them not having a house.
Well,
But their entire house. Okay. Let's see, this is something that, like... See, this is something that I did, or that I was aware of. When I first... How do I go about this? See, this is something that I was already sort of aware of, based on something that had happened a good couple... How long has it been now? I don't want to think about how long it's been. Very early on in all of us being here, where I had first met Amethyst, and we were walking around the facility, and we noticed that one of the rooms was also completely devoid of color.
oh, I remember that.
And
that person was gone.
Yeah.
I guess that they had completely left, which is also why I've never really bothered to try completely leaving myself. Because I've seen what happens to someone who tries. And I don't know what any of that is, but I think I haven't been... I don't know how I'm going to have this conversation, because I haven't been intentionally avoiding M, but that certainly didn't encourage me to, you know, keep being around them.
Don't let them hear you say that.
Yeah.
Sure.
As in, no, like, as in, they specifically have been kind of relying on the fact that you're one of the few people that like them.
Got it.
Yeah, that was also a conversation I had with them. That's how I found out that you called them Dippin' Dots, and that's very cutesy and all that, but no, they were freaking the fuck out about nobody trusting them and all of that, and they kept talking about how you did.
Which I don't
So
even.
I'm not sure what you want to do with that information, but take it as you will.
Which I don't. Is that even true, Gardner?
I mean, well, what part specifically? Like the used to, or the do I still trust them?
No, I mean, they used to. The first time you met them, what was your impression?
Yeah, at first, obviously, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't understand, but like, I've told you about
Yeah.
how Em and I met in the facility, and a lot of that trust came from the fact that everything that they were telling me would be absolutely fucking bonkers
Yeah.
to lie about. In the same way that, like, I know that Kai is extremely literal. So if they're going to tell me something, I'm going to take it most of the time at face value, unless it's like blatant sarcasm, because that's just how they are.
But was there even
There's no
like,
reason for them to lie about something.
Was there even like a smidge of doubt in your mind?
I mean, probably. At least in the sense that, like, again, I don't know why they wanted my kid here. That's the main source of distrust, and that's why I've been staying here in the first place, to kind of figure that out, and, you know, still haven't gotten that answer, but
Yeah.
that's if yeah,
Does Holly have any
trust-
enemies?
well, not that I know of.
How does she feel about heroes?
Depends on the hero, actually. She usually makes it a point to kind of... Yeah, she usually makes it a point to observe a specific hero before developing an opinion on them, but overall isn't really, like, out to eradicate any of them. Like, she doesn't think they're all whatever, but she does think that a lot of them are overrated.
Is there anybody from your past that mysteriously disappeared?
I didn't say anything. Don't look at me. I didn't say anything. I didn't tell Kai anything.
Oh, did I hit the nail on something?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, look at me.
Yup, look at you. Not mysteriously, but yes.
Oh, elaborate.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were keeping secrets during the secret divulging meeting. Come on.
It's not that. It's just a fucking old wound, dude. Jesus.
That's why I'm laughing. You told me.
I have to relive my tragic anime backstory and you're laughing.
Unfortunate. Keep going.
You have to admit it's kind of funny. You have to. It's a little funny.
A little, the fucking, what is it? The serendipity of it. The
Yeah.
fucking, of course, this happened of it all. Yeah, let's see if I could get this. Yeah, TLDR, former, I did it again.
You did.
Former rival, kidnapped by former partner, who was an insanely jealous and possessive freak.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's why it's not mysterious to me, because I know it happened, but the disappeared part, correct. 100%.
Okay. It's not what I was going for, but that is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. Let me just explain my thought process here.
Okay.
Sure.
So, you were asking, why would M invite Holly and not you? You know?
Yes.
And I've also been thinking, why invite you? Why invite me? Why invite Jukebox and everybody that's still around? And everyone who showed up and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
Mhm.
But the best I can do is, well, what we definitely know which is that M knew us all before all of this.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, but they weren't M.
They said
That's why I was asking about the mysterious disappearances. There was a lot of people that were involved with me when I was a child. There was all the scientists, there were the people that were running the thing, there was the hero who was funding the whole thing, who I still don't know. I could have had more siblings that just weren't put into the project that still could be out there. Anything. What I'm saying is, at any point, any of those people could have disappeared and become a part of M, because I think that's what happened to Gaia's sister. Gaia's sister disappeared on Spark's home planet, like, years ago.
Yeah.
And he's been searching for her ever since. And he come here, and M is acting really strange and talking very strange, and I start hearing this voice, and I start seeing this text that's pink, and I see like a figment of possibly Cerise, who's Gaia's sister, who's very, very powerful and possibly can blow up the world, so she's kind of the main thing we're looking out for.
Okay.
We're good. We're gonna get to that in a second. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why Cerise became a part of M. I don't know why somebody from my past became a part of M, and I don't know who it is. I don't know who from your past could have become a part of M, or from your past. I was hoping that you would have some kind of concrete, like, this is somebody that's completely missing, and I've been looking for them, or Holly's been looking for them, because I feel like the reason we were invited is because parts of M were parts of our life. If it's random what the original entity of what M was is the one taking these people, I don't know why or how it happened. It just happened.
This is gonna sound, because I just want to immediately discount it, because I hope it's not true. You know who I was looking for when I came to the facility, who was missing for a year.
Yeah, but he's dead. That's different.
I know, but the PHA is kind of... They don't really talk about the details.
Of course they're not going to talk about the details. I mean...
I did go and try to ask, by the way.
Nothing?
They laughed at me.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
I mean, those two I have been looking for this entire time. The reason I even came to the facility in the first place was because I thought that the letter was from Lux, and I was like, I'm not letting my kid near them again.
Is Lux the one that kidnapped your partner?
Lux is my former partner. Humility was former rival, yes.
Okay. Alright, good. Names to background. Got it.
Yes.
Makes it easier to keep track of.
Yup.
I think we're past the point of adjective noun. I think we need names.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So I also had a talk with M, and I asked, like, is it like a time thing, like a timeline thing? Does M see timelines like all at the same time or something like that? I asked like how M like saw me. Did M still see me as like Nemesis? Did M see me as Valora? Like I was just asking. And before I left, M said to me, I see you as a girl just playing with her Barbies. Then I left.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's very weirdly specific.
Well, when I was a kid, I mean, look at me. Obviously, I like playing with Barbies. Like,
Sure, but like...
Look at you.
But that's a memory, not a thought. Is that
M
different?
said to me that... No, it wasn't M. I know it wasn't M. Somebody spoke to me and talked about how I'm such a good sister. I don't know. It was this weird thing, and I don't know why, but when they said that, I just started crying. That's the other thing too. Obviously, their whole thing is unity. We took that to be the terrible demonic way of absorption, which could still be very much a part of the thing, so write that down. But they also do mean that in the like kind and benevolent sense, which is why
Right.
I was asking about if Holly has any strong opinions on heroes or villains, because everyone here has some kind of thought on it. Obviously, that's human nature. We're all gonna have thoughts and opinions on everything, but like,
Yeah.
they invited me and my twin brother that I hate, and then they invited my ex-girlfriend, and then also they have Jukebox here, who absolutely hated heroes for the longest time. I think they still do. I might just be an exception, but I don't know. I don't know. Normally, whenever I do villain cases, I'm usually not the detective part. I'm usually the give me the information, I'll find them part. So this is a bit out of my comfort zone.
I also don't know if it has anything to do with opinions of, like, heroes or villains, because... again, like, you know the conversation I had with Em about, like, when I went through everything that I went through with, like, Unity and stuff, that, like, I finally understood Unity. It was such an internal thing, because I was broken.
I doubt we've all been invited here to do some kind of crazy therapy session, though. But I don't know. I don't know why M cares whether or not that you, like, put yourself together or not. I don't know. I don't know why Cerise was talking to me so specifically, and I don't know why Guy doesn't understand that we should probably all just leave.
You think the reason why Cerise is talking to you is because of your connection with Gaia?
That's probably what started it. I mean, I enjoy their company whenever I do hear from them, but also I don't, because it's scary and I don't like it. And Spark was acting really weird when we went. Remember? They, like, heard something, right?
Yeah.
That couldn't have... Because Spark also has a connection to not only Cerise, but Gaia as well. Because Spark is the one that saw a picture of Cerise. That gave it to Gaia. Like, they were avoiding Gaia because they had this picture of Gaia and Cerise.
I know.
My head hurts.
And we should probably tell Gardner about the caveat of Cerise as well. We're kind of working on a clock now.
How so? I mean, I know we kind of always have been because this has been looming over our heads, but like...
It's a little bit more than that. We're not in danger of M just absorbing us. We're in danger of M absorbing everything.
Right. Okay.
As in, like, the whole fucking world. Did I break him?
No, I'm just... thinking.
Think in an audible way, boy. We got scared.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, there is no limit to what they can absorb.
I mean, I guess...
Planets left behind as a desolate waste kind of implies that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. What I'm saying is, like, the surface of the planet, no longer livable. Got it.
No,
Possibly.
no, I'm pretty sure from what we've inferred, it's that nothing.
Yeah, so yeah, are we saying, like, is it just, like, a rock that
I'm saying
things
nothing.
can exist underneath, or is it the entire... Okay, thank you.
Nothing.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's at least what we've inferred from what has been
Mhm.
said.
So there's nothing that exists on this fucking world or any other realm that we know of that can protect us.
Mm.
Okay.
Not to mention, we don't really know how the garden works as well. We don't know that.
Mhm.
The flowers move depending on some things that happen up here.
Mm.
Flowers disappear.
Did you tell him what's happening with M's flower?
Same thing that's happening to their house.
So wilting, discoloration.
No. You're thinking that the flowers hurt in any way, or that the house, it's just the land around it.
Okay.
The house and the flower perfectly intact.
Okay.
Spark and I checked, and so far on the outside, where we checked, here in the village,
Mhm.
it was pretty surface level kind of stuff. It didn't go down very deep at
Okay.
all. But up in the garden, well, it's deep into the soil.
Okay.
And
It's like we're
Almost as if it's leaching everything.
with like our naked eye, we can see the first stages, but in the garden, who knows how far it is into whatever this is.
Okay.
And honestly, I
don't care what some half-rate supervillain is doing. I don't care about this dying grass, or the fact that, you know what, maybe you are dangerous. Maybe you are just an eater of worlds. Maybe you are a desolator. But look me in the eyes. I don't care.
I don't know. I'd have to go back again to see if there's been any progress, any update, because the last time I actually was able to go down there, it looked pretty bad. And the guy said that it was like the soil was dying.
Have you spoken to Gaia at all?
I've been trying to. He says he's too busy to talk to me.
Yeah, that's also. I think we need help with this.
That's crazy work from someone who insisted that we stay and figure this out.
Yeah.
Hmm?
He wants us to fucking stay.
It's all to get his sister back.
Sure, but, you know, in order to do that, he shouldn't be too busy to talk to you, but that's none of my business, apparently.
Yeah, it isn't.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not worried. This is a genuine thing. I'm not worried about M fighting off any plan we have. I'm worried about Gaia fighting off any plan we have.
You are important to me. This place is important to me. Cerise is important to me. So we're not leaving. No one is leaving.
I know.
Because it's a risk, and he genuinely might.
So what are our options besides laying on our backs and accepting death?
Our options
Laying
are
on our stomachs and accepting death.
no.
Mm.
Our options are rather limited because you know, it's not as if we can make a proper plan with M.
No,
So
because we have no idea what the fuck's going on.
the best plan I have right now is to fucking wing it. And that's not great, but it's true.
Cool. Great start. So,
There
mm,
is one idea.
okay.
I don't know how. It probably wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to kill M. Okay, I really don't. I don't.
We don't know the repercussions of what would happen if we kill them.
That's also true, but if there ever was a moment,
I also don't want to kill M.
That feels like setting off. That feels like just setting off the bomb. Like,
yeah. Okay, I've been collecting a lot of armor and weapons and keeping them kind of stored for other people just in case that we do have to fight.
yeah, same.
Because wishful thinking is one thing, reality is a different one. It's
Sure.
a just in case. Push comes to shove, the safest place to kill M, if it comes to that, which I hope it doesn't, because that sounds very annoying,
Mm-hmm.
would be probably in their garden, right? It's technically not in the facility. It's some kind of its own pocket dimension.
Didn't you say it might be their mind? What would happen to the
Yeah.
person that's in it, though?
I don't know.
Hmm. Ah.
There's
Okay.
also another issue. Gaia will not let that happen. There's no way
Well,
he
he's not the
will.
one that can open the door.
What if you have to fight him?
I think that's what we're being enlisted for. Isn't it?
If it happens.
I assume that this is all part of what we had talked about in the library ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and do things the easier way, and if not, then hard way it is.
I don't know
Got it.
how much time is left here.
Yeah.
It feels like we're running on borrowed time right now, to be honest with you.
Probably.
Hmm.
I think M would let me do it.
Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen to you if you stay in there to do it.
We'll have to find out.
Well, following the pattern, or following what we know of the pattern, if within that pocket dimension, if the garden is like a fully established pocket dimension and everything was contained in there, then M would probably cease to exist, and Kai would cease to exist, and then M would reform with a piece of Kai in him.
And that's a whole
Which, you know,
new problem, considering...
not ideal, and then they'll move on to the next fucking planet.
Well, no, and there's also the issue that M would have all of Kai's powers.
Yeah, which is exactly what I warned you about when we last talked about this. But, you know.
Just bringing it up. I might try to ask them to leave me in there to see what would happen.
It's
If
a
anything, it might just
terrible
spit me out.
idea. That's a terrible
It might just
idea.
spit me out.
It could just spit you out. If it doesn't want you in there badly enough, it'll just spit you out.
If we're going off the theory that whatever this thing is, this dimension is, if it's M's mind or something like that, me personally, I have been trapped in my own mind before. It's not fun. Being trapped in someone else's mind is a whole new hell.
Hmm. Fair
Well,
fucking
none of
point,
this
yeah.
is exactly fun, now is it?
Well, no, but...
Look, I'm not saying that it's our only plan. I'm just saying that it is a plan.
Yeah.
It's an option, I know.
I wonder... So... Here's the thing, and I know that none of us have any fucking alien medical knowledge,
Oh god.
but I think that, well, that's the thing, is that you said that they have this like weird fucking tumor thing happening, right?
Yeah.
So like, what if that's the source of all this?
Do you think we should have Amethyst take a look at it?
I mean,
What does Amethyst have alien biology?
I don't know.
expertise?
Well, we don't have the only like medical professional we have here is Amethyst, and Amethyst has dealt with weird shit before.
yeah, I mean, at the very least, she could probably figure out something for like pain management, which might make Em a little bit more agreeable and able to help us figure this out. Until that thing inevitably fucking blows us all up. What if it's all in there? What if that's the reason Em has no idea what's going on? What if it's a fucking like parasite or some shit?
A parasite's only started showing its face now?
But yeah.
Well, it started showing when things started, you know,
Or well, yeah,
getting
it's been showing.
absorbed. Getting absorbed. Maybe it's growing bigger.
Yeah. It's been showing. It's been leaching the color out of everything. It's been leaching the nutrients. It's been leaching the life out of everything. And I don't think that's by Em's choice.
I don't think surgery is gonna solve this, but
I don't think surgery's gonna solve this either, but like,
It would be a really nice solution though, wouldn't it?
it would be a very tidy solution, which is not how this is gonna work.
No.
Well, let's say by your logic, that means we don't have to kill M, we have to kill the parasite, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is by that logic, if... It would also just be nicer because then it wouldn't... None of this would feel like it was... How do I word this without sounding like a dick?
You're just say it anyways. It's just us.
If it is a parasite, then none of this is M's fault.
I really don't think it's M's fault to begin with. I don't think M is doing this purposefully.
That's it. Well, obviously not, but like... That's the thing, is that... That's something that if this ends up being the solution, then, you know, then we can tell them that it's not them.
Also, Kai,
just
can you
this
come back, please?
we're
We're trying to
dealing
forward plans.
It's fine, he needed to wander a little.
I think better when I pace around.
Yeah, just stay out of Holly's room, she doesn't like intruders. But yeah, but I mean, like, that's the thing. If it's all that, then it's easier to mentally separate the two of them, is what I'm trying to say.
We don't know that for sure. It's just a theory, though. That it's a parasite.
Yeah, it's the nicer theory. It's the much more convenient theory.
It's the theory that wraps us up a lot tighter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how we would kill a parasite.
You ever seen Alien?
Yes.
That's kind of what I was thinking about when with fucking cooking this theory. That's why, like, yeah, it doesn't show itself right away, and then it does. And then it's a nightmare, and then everyone dies.
Okay, so one of us has to be Sigourney Weaver and blow this place the fuck up.
Blast off that
I mean,
alien into space, but we can't really, you know.
No, because then it'll just infect another planet.
Exactly.
Which is why we ended up with several more movies.
Yeah.
Yep, and now why we have ended up with several more iterations of extremely fucking powerful creature.
And also, what if there's a hive mind of some sort? If it's a... Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying?
Shit. Shit.
See
Okay,
what I'm saying?
well,
Fuck.
If-
It's fine.
put that away.
I did. Whatever.
Alright, well, I have very limited hive mind experience to deal with.
Huh?
I've lived a very interesting life, Gardner.
Right.
Wait, you don't
okay,
think SB
well,
has layers?
I know SB has layers. It's just every time I find a new layer, I gotta poke at it a little.
there was the first villain I ever killed. It was this mushroom hive mind guy called Mycelial King.
Oh, I think I remember
was a-
reading about him.
Yeah, he was like a big shot dude, and he was like
Yeah.
obsessed with me.
Oh,
It was really annoying.
Ew.
Yeah, he wanted me to like join his hive as like the queen and like become like the a co-host of the. It was stupid and he was annoying.
Ew.
They're dead now though.
Yeah, but like, couldn't figure out that you're gay? Like,
I think that was the least of his concerns. He was a mushroom man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
I
right.
don't know if it had anything to do with sexuality. I think it was just weird. I think it was just weird.
Right. Got it.
Anyway, the way that he was dealt with eventually is managed to get him and all of his extra little corpse lackeys all in one building, and I blew it up and I burned to the ground with all of us inside, including me, to make sure nobody got out of there. And since then, he's been gone. I'm still around.
And there's no fucking spores or anything that have persisted.
No, I was burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, exit that. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Yeah.
Now, with that knowledge in the general atmosphere, if there is a hive mind situation going on here, then it would be we need to get Mother M, I suppose, somewhere along with the other Mlings, and then blow them up. There's a lot of blowing up in my solutions, but that's all I've got, really.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Shut up, fireman.
Here's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get it anyway.
We wouldn't be able to find out whether or not it's a hive mind, whether or not it's a parasite. All of these theories, we wouldn't be able to find them out because we would need confirmation from M. But we don't have that because M doesn't really know.
And if they do know, they're not willing to say, and they're definitely not going to be willing to say anything to me now because I've fucked that up. Great.
Well, you don't know. You could still try to talk to them.
I mean, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Either way.
And they were
so-
very sad that the rest of us didn't treat them the way you did.
Maybe we could get a sample. No, of blood of something. And try and test
goo?
it. Of goo or something. And try and test it.
That could be tricky, but
Compare it to DNA of other parasites. Compare it to just something. Just to figure out what it could be.
yeah.
I don't even know how we get a sample to begin with, though.
They'd probably
Well-
volunteer it. Honestly.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was already thinking the approach of like, if, you know, that this could help us figure out what's going on, and since you don't know, I would rather help you to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, I think they're just as scared as we are.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Well, yeah, boo-hoo, but like I can work with that. I can appeal to that.
Yeah. You're much better at being the nice guy.
Yeah, this is my job.
I thought you were a villain.
Not
Is-
job
is
in
that-
this specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, let's harp on that a little bit more. It's not very villainous of you, now is it?
We've harped on this already. No, this is talking about the fucking exchange that we had where I agreed to help you on this. This is
Yeah,
my role
very
in this.
heroic
This
of
is
you.
I just don't want to die to a fucking alien bomb, okay? And I don't want the people that I like and care about to die to that alien bomb either.
You know,
We've
when
been
I was
over this.
when I was a villain,
Like,
I didn't
planning
really
a
give a
little
shit
escape
about.
pod.
When I was a villain, I didn't really give a shit about people. Just saying.
Well, yeah, because everybody.
Just throwing it out there.
Well, that's because everybody that was important to you was essentially fucking gone. Of course, you didn't care about anybody.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
I once faced a villain that they kind of were in a similar vibe. They were like kind of like a head boss guy. And his whole thing was he only cared about really certain people. So when shit got rough, he just picked up everyone and left. And you kind of have stayed behind to help out a lot more than just the people you care about. Just putting it out there.
Well, that's because I have the fucking fatal flaw of getting too emotionally invested in other people. Did you forget that you are a person that I care about, and this one's a person that I care about?
Not a very villainous trait to have. Just saying. Just putting
You
it
don't
out
have
there.
to. You don't have to be a villain for me to care about. Isn't this the whole point? Isn't this what M fucking wanted? It doesn't matter if I'm a
I
hero or
guess.
not.
That'd be pretty fucked up. It's like, hey, I'm gonna end the world so you guys, change. That'd be pretty fucked.
Ugh. That would be fucked, dude. So that
Well,
everyone
no
can get
better way-
along and hold hands.
No better way to bond than through shared adrenaline and trauma bonding. It's
I
the only
guess.
Yeah, I've seen horror movies.
I guess. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna do the job that you asked me to do for the sake of our self-preservation. And also the preservation of my daughter, my team. Whatever.
Maybe we should. This is a genuine thing. Maybe those who are not involved, because I have a sister in the city, but those who are not involved in the plan, maybe we should have some sort of contingency plan to get them off the fucking planet.
Yeah, originally when I thought this was going to be only surface level scorched earth, I was fully preparing to bring everyone down here. There's plenty of space because I have a shit fuck ton of employees, so I need a lot of space for them.
Yeah.
So I figured this was kind of my own contingency plan. Like, everything's reinforced with obsidian and a cajillion other fucking layers of shit. But none of that is going to mean anything if the entire planet is gone.
We can get Holly, Ari, anyone else out of here. Just in case.
She's not gonna like that, but
I don't think Antonio's gonna escape.
You think he'll want to stay behind?
Of course he will. Of course he will.
He's retired
been on
and
the-
old.
He's been
Yeah.
on this, like, oh, I have to stay here just... You know how many times Maritza has said they should probably move into, like, a smaller house because it's just the two of them, and he just refuses?
We'll find a way to convince him.
To space travel?
To live.
Yeah, fair enough. I see. This is the part that's way out of my depth.
Yeah, we can't just escape this, because then it becomes, well, what about my family? What about my friend? What about my friend's friend? What about their family? We can't just all escape
I know.
or hide.
I know.
That's not going to work.
I know.
Yeah.
Just not us. Just people who are important to us.
What people that are important to them? That we're just going to be in this cycle, and no one's going to be happy about it. Like, we could, I don't know, see if Jamel's company has extra space shuttles laying around, but even then, after what happened to the last one, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a concern, again, because this is way out of my depth. There's always the chance that something could go super fucking wrong, and we will have no way to fix it.
Yeah.
Like, if the planet is gonna be left completely fucking wiped, no bunker is gonna be very helpful. And if we're just shooting a couple people into space, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do up there.
Mm-mm. But what I'm saying is, like, something is inevitably gonna go wrong up there.
Yeah, I've seen enough sci-fi movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite what many believe.
We fair enough. We know how this goes. It's fucking, and if everyone on the planet is wiped out, then there'll be no one back down here to help them. So it's just 80 layers of fucked.
So the options are basically just life or death. Those are our options. Not even a little bit ounce of life. It's life or death.
Yeah.
Because even if we do come up with a plan that somehow maybe succeeds, something could go wrong. Like killing M could lead to some sort of repercussion that we could never amount for.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind
Absolutely.
of damned if we don't, damned if we do.
Yeah.
I think the best course of action right now is to try and get a sample of M and just maybe try to figure this shit out. But like,
I think that's a good place to start.
It's kind of what if we get a sample and it actually doesn't, it just leads to fucking more questions, because that just feels like this entire fucking thing is just questions. It doesn't feel like there's any sort of fucking answers.
No, and it's driving me steadily and rapidly insane. I think that's probably going to be the best place to start, given that this is not a new thing, if my theory is correct, but like a new thing that is decided to show itself now. So now is our best time to investigate it, I guess. Which means that I'm gonna have to tell Amethyst.
Which means that you're going to have to be the one to talk to M.
Yeah, I'm already prepared for that. I now have to prepare myself to explain to Amethyst why this is so fucking important.
Well,
and then I'm gonna have to figure out. Yeah.
So I may have already told Amethyst quite a bit.
Wait, you did? How much?
She definitely knows that the world might end, just a little bit.
When the fuck?
Well, yeah, but
when the fuck did you tell her this? You didn't tell me
but
that
I've
you
already
told her this.
A little bit after I talked to you.
What the fuck?
She was asking a lot of questions, and she ran into me after I got stabbed. That was a whole other thing that happened, and so And so she
I
was
can't-
like, what the
Can't
fuck's
fucking
going
take our
on?
eyes off of you for more than 30 seconds.
I lead a very interesting life. I don't know why you keep getting surprised by this.
Not surprised. Not at all. You're saying?
I'm just saying that Amethyst knows a little bit, so it's not gonna... I'm worried about her. She is really young, and she was taking
Yeah.
it very well. Like, too calmly. And that could be a sign of great maturity, but no, it isn't. It's that she is just blocking all that shit out, because I know Amethyst, because that's
Yeah.
what I do.
It's not good.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely blocking that shit out because she didn't want to burden you with fucking tweaking out. No, she probably waited until you were gone and then politely excused herself and then had a massive fucking freak out in her own room. The fucking no
She
shit.
doesn't know any recent updates, like about the houses sucking up the earth, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Or
But she
she knows a
probably,
bit.
to be fair, she probably also saw this coming because, again, she was the one who was with me when we discovered that that entire
Yeah.
room was leached of everything.
Oh, and by the way, don't tell Elliot and Jukebox. Not yet.
Yeah, I also wanted to have a better plan in place, or at least make some progress before actually saying anything. So that we could pad it with a little, but we've been figuring this out, you know, like.
Yeah, Elliot is a special case. Don't think he's gonna be very happy,
I think
especially if we go in with all this news but no plan.
no, I think
Yeah.
I know what Elliot's gonna do. Elliot's gonna want to kill M. That's what's gonna
And then
fucking
he's
happen.
gonna get himself killed.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know exactly
My-
what's gonna happen. It's not unpredictable at all.
yeah, my only concern, and you know, this will be a great way to fucking light a fire under my ass, is that the longer we keep this from him, the worse it's going to get.
The longer we
I
keep it from
know.
Jukebox is gonna get worse as well.
I
Well,
know.
sure, but
I know. Doesn't make it easy.
no.
It
But you know,
feels
that's our motivation, to try and do as much as we can now to avoid as much damage control that we have to do later.
it feels shitty because I think they both know that we're hiding something from them. Like, genuinely.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I haven't talked to Elliot in a while, so I don't know.
I mean, he's already paranoid that something is inevitably going to happen. Given, you know, how little M has revealed anything, it makes sense. He's already paranoid. This is just, anything is just going to justify it.
Yeah.
And it's fair, I don't discredit it, but, you know, I at least try and fucking distract him. Because that's the best I can do right now. Because the more that he's distracted, the less he's thinking about that, and the less that he's actively, you know, plotting to kill M, inevitably leading to his own death. Yeah, the bad end.
Honestly, every single possibility that runs through my head just ends in fucking destruction. I can't actually think of one possibility in which we all survive this.
Maybe the solution
Yeah.
should be we just try to get as many people to survive all this as possible. I don't think we can comfortably rely on everyone's gonna make it out of this, okay?
No, I can't expect 100% success rate. We are lucky if we make it to 50.
You know, a while back, I talked to Amethyst, and we were talking about heroes because,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah.
we might as well.
Sure.
And I told her something that I still believe pretty entirely with my whole chest. All the good heroes I've ever known have either gone missing or died. And honestly, I feel like if we want to actually get some stuff done, we're going to have to accept the fact we're going to join those statistics.
Hmm.
You're right.
But I could be exaggerating and just like a super pessimistic bitch about all of this, and we're going to be just fine. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, pattern's a pattern. That doesn't mean we have to follow it, just, don't be surprised if we end up doing so. I need a fucking drink.
Can you make me one?
Yeah, hang on.
Do you want to drink, Valora?
No, not right now. I'm just sorry. I'm just probability fucking math in my head. I know I shouldn't.
Hey, I'm surprised you have any fucking numbers to deal with. We're in fucking unprecedented shit.
Yeah.
I'm just
What
thinking
the
of
hell?
a scenario in which it is a parasite, how we kill, like the
Mhm.
repercussions of a parasite, the like whether or not one of us could contract a parasite, just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Why do I have fucking nothing on me? This is a shame. This is an embarrassment. I'm so sorry.
You don't even have any drinks on you? Damn.
They're all back at the other house. It's fucking been a minute since I've restocked. Hang on.
You really haven't restocked down here in a while. I was checking his chest earlier. There's like fucking nothing down here.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, don't act surprised.
I'm not. It not that. It's just shut up.
Because again, there's hardly anything, really.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
just
like-
we have kind of an objective.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of your light bulbs went out.
Hang on.
I had nothing to do with that.
I didn't even know it could do that.
I didn't either. Until I touched it by accident.
The hell?
Just
Oh.
interesting. All right.
Huh. Usually
That's enough.
spitting a fire charge at it works. Whatever.
Do we
Anyway.
tell them what we're doing?
With what
Our
specifically?
personal project, I mean.
Our personal project? That's up to you.
Ooh.
I would no, because I don't
No,
mind.
I'm just being annoying.
I know.
I don't mind at all.
Is it like the research stuff that you'd mentioned last time we talked?
Yeah.
Oh,
It would be
okay.
nice to have a third venue of information. I don't know what kind of connections he has.
We could ask.
Okay. My father, well, the adoptive one, Antonio.
I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah. We've been going down a very deep, dark rabbit hole about
Mhm.
him as of
Mhm.
late.
So, before I came
Sure.
back to the facility, I didn't exactly go directly out of prison to the facility. I actually went somewhere first with Ari. So I received a letter that there was a storage on my 18th birthday, that a storage
Mhm.
unit was opened in my name, and it had all of my parents' furniture, all their belongings and stuff, and I could go pick it up whenever, like anytime.
Oh shit.
When I was 18, and I'd never really gotten up the courage to go do it until like recently,
Right.
like before. So I went and I found So, my other dad, Gregory
Mhm.
Lou, he was rather unhinged. Not in a bad way, just
In a criminal way.
not in a criminal. Well, you know.
He committed a federal crime.
Okay, so we got to my dad, because you remember, this was the dad that I was with when the thing happened.
Right. Yeah.
He had a desk that I'd always seen, and it was like a custom-made desk, and I realized that there was a false bottom, and I opened the false bottom, and I found basically every single letter during that period of time written by every popular hero, because he stole everyone's mail.
And made copies. And kept them in his desk.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and if that wasn't enough, when I entered the storage facility, I saw a letter that I decided not to open until later. It was a letter that was basically talking about how it was my 18th birthday, and it was like they was so happy to celebrate with me, and how much this person missed my dad's. The end of the letter said, "Sincerely, Uncle Antonio Miguel Corchu."
Huh.
Also,
Fascinating.
if that wasn't strange enough,
Mhm.
I didn't meet Valora until you were at least like 20
No,
or 21.
19.
Just wasn't when that letter was written.
No.
No.
So
And you didn't come home until later.
yeah. So that means my one of my dads, or no, I think specifically Luca, and him were friends of some sort. And not only that, we discovered something else. They weren't just friends, they were in a hero group.
They were in
together. Yeah.
Huh.
And
Fascinating.
Antonio never told me.
And
it wasn't just that they were like a hero duo, like they had a whole group. It was like him and their I think my uncle, they have the same last name in a couple of the letters that we found. I think this guy named Jorge, who is Gold Cicada.
Yes.
And then another guy named Jiyoung Bak, and he was Jade Dragon.
Yes.
And Caspian Desai, who was Sapphire Demon. And they were all, and I've told you my father's hero name is Scarlet Sentinel, so he kept his name because after they broke up or something, because I haven't found any record that they ever existed. Honestly.
Yeah, not even the heroes we just named off. And my dad, his name, because his hero name, I'm sure, again, you saw in that file, it was Apollo, but before it'd been Magenta Marshall. And I remember when I was a kid, he talked about how much he used to hate his old hero name.
Well, with a name like that, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It was a naming convention we found. I always thought my dad's name was weird, but I never thought it was because he was a part of a group.
Yeah, I was gonna say I figured out that pattern, pretty quickly. Fascinating.
And we've just ever since we've been getting into research. Honestly, the hardest part has been right now we haven't read anything too much, but we've been trying to the last few weeks like put all the files in like chronological order,
and a time
the shit is scattered.
Well, not just that. A contact that we have sent the files very messily.
Yeah, I need to deduct her pay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Again, I
don't
don't know
let
if
that
it
shit
was.
slide.
I don't know if it was to encrypt it or not, but it's been ridiculous. It's taken us weeks at this point.
Huh, okay.
Like a glorified high stress arts and crafts project. And trust me, I love sorting things, but
Sure.
when it's shit you want to find out now and not later, it makes it less fun.
Yeah.
The thing that was at like the top of the files, which is why we kind of connected a little bit of the dots of like their names and stuff, was there was a newspaper article, and oh god. Also another thing, Dr. Spectacle was like a rival of theirs, and not just specifically a rival of Antonio's.
Wait. I thought. What do you mean by rival? Do you mean like
They have they have a history, a really long history. It spans decades, well before they ever became heroes.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so like competitive heroing, not like hero versus villain rivalry. Got it. Sorry.
No, like they're both heroes,
No.
and like it was a well-known thing amongst people who are fans is that they Dr. Spectacle always had the #1 spots. Scarlet Sentinel always was #2, and they would always compete back and forth. But
okay,
Scarlet
sorry.
Sentinel would never quite get there.
And it stayed that way until my dad finally stopped doing a lot of hero work and
Yeah.
And then like
kind of left the scene to raise me and Elliot, and then was back in the scene in a bit to train me, and then he officially retired when I fully joined it.
From what I remember, Dr. Spectacle didn't retire long after that as well.
No, it was like
Like a
pretty
week.
immediate.
Like a week or a month.
Well,
after.
yeah, he proved his point, I guess.
Maybe.
Arrogant bastard. Anyway.
Sure is. Well, was. I love saying that.
Yeah.
I don't.
But we're bringing this up not just because we want to just like let you in on the hot gossip or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's because I want you to put your wonderful networking that you love to brag about to use.
Sure.
See if you can find anything regarding Scarlet Sentinel, Magenta Marshal, Golden Cicada, Jade Dragon, Sapphire Demon, the lot of them. Just like anything under their names. Find out more about their family. Is their family still around? Are they still around? Like, where are they? And why?
Fuck.
Why is the PHA erasing them?
Yeah.
You could even look into my other dad, Gregory, as well. I don't know what he would have. All I know is that he was born in Iowa. Yeah.
Sorry, that's just unfortunate.
I love a good federal criminal from Iowa.
Stop calling my dad a criminal.
He stole Hero's mail. Like,
yeah,
that's, like,
well
just,
now
like, one of those like well-known ones.
Well, now it's helping us, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not saying criminal derogatory. I'm saying it as an objective fact.
So it was Scarlet Sentinel, Golden Cicada, Magenta Marshal, Jade Dragon. What was the last one?
Sapphire Demon, right?
Sapphire Demon.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then obviously you already know about Spectacle.
Yeah. Fine. I probably have a record on him at least.
I would think so, but don't go looking for much. Almost everything about the guy is incredibly encrypted and incredibly hard to find.
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
The stuff that we have, thanks to Natasha, is because Natasha is insane and has a death wish.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I probably only have what I have from around when he was more active, because that's most of what I have is from sorry, my brain lagged out. Any of the hero profiles I have would be from like in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
But I probably have something from like, you know, the top ranks.
You probably don't have his wife's profile then, do you? By the way, he was married.
Probably. Ew. Probably not. But also, like, poor thing. God.
I doubt it was a functional marriage. From what I was told, it was not.
Oh, I can't imagine it was.
I don't imagine Steven was capable of functional.
No. How could he with a name like that? Damn.
Never trust a man named Steven, I guess.
I guess.
Nah, apparently not.
I don't know, maybe he might have been normal at a point.
Well, that's what we're trying to find out, I guess.
I think it takes a certain not normal kind of bitch to be in any kind of #1 position on either rank, on either villain or hero.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I say that knowing both you and Elliot.
Ooh.
Neither of you are well.
Ooh.
I don't have to be here.
Ooh.
I'm telling you shit, actually.
Yikes.
I'm not saying in the same way. I'm just saying that neither of you are okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm just gonna make my way out of here.
Christ.
I'm sorry, do you have something to say to my face?
No, I was just.
Man, this is a nice wallpaper. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Anyway. God, I don't have the time for that. Just, that's all that's really going on. It's just the shit with Antonio and this past that I don't know why he would keep this stuff from me, though. What's the point?
I also don't know, because admittedly, I obviously have a lot of trauma from that time period, which means that I don't have a lot of memories, at least not a lot of happy memories. So you would think I would remember just these guys being around during my childhood, but I don't.
Yeah.
It makes sense though, because like Antonio, when I met him for the first time, he looked at me like he'd seen a ghost.
Yeah.
I fully thought he hated her.
Yeah.
No, it was just the ghosts of his past haunting him.
Apparently. Which,
I mean,
I don't know how the hell we ran into each other then.
That just feels like
just
fate, I guess.
Yeah.
Ew.
I mean, I'm taking a full shot at the dark, but there has to have been some reason why he didn't tell you about any of this, and given what I know about him, it's easy to guess that something bad must have happened.
So the guy decides that he's just gonna keep the fact that he knew about my, past being experimented on to himself, and he's also gonna keep the fact that he had a hero group to himself. Those don't feel equal.
They really don't. And also that he knew me as well. And was friends with my dad.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the beef there?
I don't know. Did they have, maybe they had some sort of falling out? It could make sense.
I don't know.
Whatever it is.
Here's the thing. He was so open about his beef with fucking Dr. Spectacle.
Trust me, I know, but not on the Antonio side. I know from the fucking Dr. Spectacle side. He talked about it a lot.
That's so gross.
I know. I worked with the guy. How do you think I feel?
And I was raised by the other guy.
Yeah.
That's gotta be some weird HR shit, but
I don't think HR was even a thing at Spec Labs. I'm being so real.
I don't know if the PHA's HR lab had Jeffrey in it yet, so they probably weren't very useful.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that it may have been mandated, so all it might have been was one overworked bastard who couldn't be bothered to care. Because that's what most HR departments are.
Not Jeffrey, though.
No. Wait, you have a Jeffrey?
I have a Jeffrey. He worked at HR.
Sorry, I haven't.
He's a kind man.
That's good. Sorry, I have a different Jeffrey who is my therapist, but whatever.
It's the same Jeffrey. I don't know what he does in his free time.
It could be the same Jeffrey. I don't know. What if it was all just the same?
I think
He's a very overworked man.
I think multiple people can be named Jeffrey.
You never
They
know.
can. It's just funnier to imagine.
Considering the shit that we've been discovering lately, we can't afford to believe that people could be different.
Okay, fine.
Pointing it out there.
Fine.
But yeah, I can totally take a look through my hero profiles for you guys. See what I come up with.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, as a silly little side task for all of this.
Yeah, don't be
Yeah,
surprised
that's
if you find fuck all, though, I will say.
Oh, sure.
And if you do find anything, just let us know. God, there's just so much going on. There's the shit with M. There's the shit with all of this. I feel so tired.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think we're gonna get anything else done tonight. Mostly just because I have to go and process all this and
Yeah, we kind of dumped a lot on you.
yeah,
Get processing.
yeah. I have been processing, but I do not see myself getting anything done about it tonight. So we might as well just call it a night. Get up, give it hell in the morning.
That's fair. Any final thoughts from the crowd?
Ugh.
I need to get some sleep. I need to sleep.
Yeah. I think ugh is a really good final thought. Any final thoughts from you?
There's extra guest houses you can crash at if you want to stay over there.
Thank you. It'd make my life a little easier.
Yeah, just honestly, just
'Cause-
take any of the mushrooms or any of the extra houses.
Well, you know what'll happen if I go back to where I go back to. I'll just end up working more.
yeah,
Yeah.
just go. Just go.
Yeah.
Oh, totally just forgot and then remembered and forgot to tell you again. Laura did tell me about that fuck ass stunt you pulled.
What's done?
You're fucking watch this. Bruh. Bruh. Listen. Knowing you, knowing who you are, I know that was probably funny as shit. You can't do that to people.
It wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to prove a point.
I know you're supposed to prove a point. Like I'm saying, that was funny as shit. Don't do that to people.
Why not?
Because it scares them, Kai, and we don't want to scare
It
people.
wasn't supposed to scare. It was supposed to show what I can do, and it worked. Now there's no need for me to be scared anymore.
Stop fucking killing yourself in front of people.
What? It's not like it's on purpose.
You did it! You literally did it on purpose.
That time was on purpose to prove a
That
point.
time you literally did it on purpose.
I would say 99.999% of the time it is never on purpose.
Sure. Don't do it on purpose again.
Okay,
For fuck's sake.
fine. Jesus.
Ugh. God. The poor thing, I was like, oh my god, that must have been really traumatizing. She's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, no, the fuck you weren't. She almost said it was her fault. I was like, bitch. The fuck innocent.
It isn't her fault. I'm the one that killed myself.
Exactly. Anyway, good night.
Did I just get grounded? Like, verbally?
Yes.
What the fuck?
thunder, and you have no interest in any mediator, and nothing to lay hold of to save yourself, nothing to keep off the flames of wrath, nothing of your own, nothing that you ever have done, nothing that you can do to induce God to spare